the beloved students. It gives me immense pleasure to be your host this evening as we gather here. Let's embark on a journey of insightful exposure, thought-provoking perspectives, and invaluable learning of this three-day mega event of the National Corporate Law Moot Competition from the 22nd of March to this day, that is the 24th of March, 2024. Prayer indeed is the bolt of the evening that bestows peace and fortitude. I now call upon Ms. Likita to invoke the blessings of the Almighty.
ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಇಳಿದು ಬಾ ಇಳಿದು ಬಾ ಇಳಿದು ಬಾ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಕೈಲಾಸದಿಂದ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದು ಬಾ, ಬೆಳಗು ಬಾ ಹೊಳೆದು ಬಾ, ಬೆಳಗು ಬಾ ಹೊಳೆದು ಬಾ ಗಣಪತಿ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಮುತ್ತಿರುವ ಕತ್ತಲನ್ನು ದೂರ ಮಾಡು ಬಾ, ಮುತ್ತಿರುವ ಕತ್ತಲನ್ನು ದೂರ ಮಾಡು ಬಾ 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 ಬಾ. ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಬೇಡುತ್ತಿರುವೆ ಕರುಣಾಕರ, ಲೋಕರಕ್ಷಕ ಹೇ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ. ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಬೇಡುತ್ತಿರುವೆ ಕರುಣಾಕರ, ಲೋಕರಕ್ಷಕ ಹೇ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎದೆಯಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಎದೆಯಲಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಪತಿ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಸದಾ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾ, ಸದಾ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಸುತ್ತ ಬಾ 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 ಬಾ. ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾ ಗಣಪತಿ, ಮಹಾ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Likita, for a soulful rendition. Now I request our beloved Chief Executive, Professor K. Suresh, for a gracious introduction, acknowledgement of guests and the dignitaries present here. Sir.
Very good evening, esteemed guests on the dais, judges of the competition, participants, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely privileged to stand before you to do the formal welcome for this valedictory of 21st Surana and Surana Moot Court competition. Ever since the college started in 1982, we have been trying to, in fact, do some kind of an experiment, because as the first autonomous college of the country, we had to experiment a lot to make learning of law a pleasure. And we got autonomous status in 2005, and we underwent actually 3 cycles of NAC accreditation, and the 4th cycle we are actually entering into it shortly. The 4th cycle of NAC accreditation also will take place. And recently a survey actually of law colleges in the country, private law colleges, it reveals that JSS Law College stands 15th best college in the country and the 3rd best actually in the state. This is an information I wanted to share. This is the 11th year we are hosting this wonderful event with the help of Surana and Surana, Chennai. And we are eternally grateful, especially for Dr. Vinod Surana, who was very kind enough to be part of our journey as far as this moot competition is concerned. Usually the person who presides over this valedictory will also judge the finals actually of this competition. When we approached Honorable Justice B.S. Patil to judge the finals and be the chief guest actually for the valedictory, he readily agreed. He's not new to us. He has come several times here. He also once judged Surana and Surana finals in our college. And when we approached him, he readily agreed and he's with us. And before I formally welcome you, I'd like to just give a brief introduction of his background. His lordship was born in 1956 at Vijayapura district, Karnataka. He's from Karnataka. Did his BA and LLB at Dharwad, Karnataka University, Dharwad, with 3 gold medals and stood first in the state in LLB. Enrolled as an advocate in 1980 and participated in practiced in all branches of law, and elevated as permanent judge of Karnataka High Court in 1980, and served as judge of High Court for 13 long years. During that time, he rendered many remarkable judgments, which I cannot actually quote here to dearth of time. Served as president of Karnataka Judicial Academy, Bangalore, and served as also a resource person at National Judicial Academy. Retired as judge of High Court of Karnataka in 2018 and appointed as Upalokayukta in 2019 and disposed of hundreds and hundreds of cases which were actually pending when he assumed that actual responsibility. He was in charge of Lokayukta for a very brief period of actually 6 months, and he became Lokayukta of Karnataka in 2022. And his lordship has visited the JSS Law College several times, as already mentioned, and he also has judged the finals of this particular moot. I extend him a very, very warm welcome on behalf of everyone who is present here. The president of this function is our own executive secretary, JSS Mahavidyapita, Dr. C.J. Betsurmat, who is the backbone of all the activities of more than 300 institutions of JSS Mahavidyapita, which is spread across the globe. And he is actually, in fact, the responsible for running of all those institutions. When we requested him to come and preside over this particular function, he readily agreed. He's with us. I extend him a very warm welcome to this program. Dr. Preetham Surana, needless to say, without whose assistance and advice, he wouldn't have actually conducted this program. He has been actually coming here for the past actually a few years, and he's with us actually for the past 3 days. And he literally advised us actually on all aspects of the Moot competition. He's here. I extend him a very warm welcome. And I also extend warm welcome to his his associate, Johnson Christie of Surana and Surana, who is the technical brain behind this competition. I extend him a very warm welcome. He must be sitting somewhere. No, he's doing the calculations. He's finalizing actually list of the winners. And we also have with us the presiding officer of DRT2, Srimati Gaurama. She was our student, perhaps actually Nagendra Murthy's classmate long back. And she has been actually in DRT for the past almost actually 10 years or so. When we approached her, because she's an authority actually on corporate issues like this, she accepted our invitation. She is with us. It is with great pleasure I extend her a very warm welcome to this function. Shivadas is a senior advocate and a specialist in corporate matters, has not only judged the finals, but also present here. And he's with us on the dais. I extend him a very warm welcome to Shri Shivadas. I also take this opportunity to welcome Karthik Ranganathan, the person who's responsible actually for us to start this program. From day one, 2011, actually has been drafting the problems for this moot. Since he has to go to Chennai, he just left. He's not here. In his absence, I extend him a very warm welcome. And I also welcome all the judges. Some of the judges are present here who judge actually preliminary rounds and other rounds here. They are here. I extend them warm welcome. And also the officers of Lokayukta who have accompanied actually our Honorable Justice. I extend them very warm welcome. Most importantly, the wonderful participants who have their heart and soul into the competition who are here, eagerly awaiting actually for the results. I extend them a very warm welcome, and also welcome all the invitees and especially the press and the media. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of all of us, I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Nextly, we would like to call upon and hear from the participants of this competition to share your experiences and learning exposure that you've had here in the last 3 days. Any of you can just...
A very good evening to all present over here. I'd like to first of all thank Mr. Surana for organizing this competition. And I'd also like to thank the organizing committee for being so kind as to host us for the past 3 days. It has been a great experience participating in this Moot. And again, the OC has been extremely kind to us, warm, accommodating, and taken care of each and every single request that we had. The quality of the competition has been great. It was a pleasure meeting so many wonderful teams from across the country. And I look forward to staying in touch with all of you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'll briefly share my experience and what I observed during all the rounds as we advance to the final rounds. That the quorum essentially raised questions based on the facts, point of law, technical questions, and also only regarding the facts and not its nexus with law. So this exposure made me think that how in future I should prepare whenever I want, I want to pursue litigation. So it was a really good insight on how I should proceed with my preparation in my future career. That's all. Thank you.
Anybody to share? Any of the participants? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next, I'm honored to request Honorable Justice B.S. Patil, sir, for the valedictory address.
Dr. Bestur Mutt, Executive Secretary, Professor Suresh, Senior Advocate Sri G. Sivadas, Mr. Preetham Surana, Madam Gauramma, Dr. Nataraj, other distinguished personalities gathered here, the teaching faculty, the judges who have judged different teams, the enthusiastic participants, other students, friends from the media. This is always it is a pleasure for me to be associated with students and academicians. The reason is I was teaching law for nearly 6-7 years as a part-time lecturer in KLE Law College, and fond of students, fond of interacting with them. And I firmly believe that academicians can really play a big role in shaping the career of children, in shaping the career of students. And it is they who lay foundation for their growth, for their success in their career. So why not enjoy the company of academicians, students, and the educationists? This institution is doing enormous service in the in spreading education in different fields. There are dedicated professors, principals, and one such instance today is the dedicated students. Even though they have studied here long back, they participate, support such events. And Mr. Karthik Ranganathan is one such instance. And of course, with the help of Surana. How this makes a difference for the students? We did not have this benefit as students. It was a very, very remote and rough experience of participating in the Moot. It had just commenced. Moot court competitions had just commenced, and it was confined to the college itself. And because our college was a premier college in South India, Principal Ajappa was our principal. We had some such a glimpse of what is meant by Moot court. So now it is completely different, and how it shapes your life. To become a professional advocate, it lays a foundation for you with regard to research, with regard to presentation, with regard to analyzing, with regard to searching for judgments, and other things like etiquettes and the way you have to prepare yourself, all that. If you have participated in few moot courts and have done very seriously, then it will be like acquiring the experience of couple of years of law as a professional lawyer. You would have already, by the time you enroll, you would have become a lawyer of nearly 2-3 years of experience if you had participated in moot court competitions with focus, with real. That is the reason why the institutions encourage this kind of programs, and those of you who take benefit from it and start practice, you will never feel diffident in presenting the case because you have lived it. You have lived it, you have enjoyed it, you have enthusiastically done it. And there you may not have to fear. Those who are not exposed to this, they take time to get acclimatized to the court proceedings and in making research and presenting the case. I do not want to tell you about how you need to perform as a lawyer because you are being trained for that and you just did it. I want to share my thoughts with regard to the future that is ahead of you and the way you have to mold yourself as a citizen and contribute to yourself, your family, your society, and to the nation. We are going through a very tumultuous period. We feel the present generation needs to know their potentiality, needs to know their abilities, needs to perform to their fullest potential so that the field you are serving is enriched by your contribution. The field you are occupying is contributed in an excellent way. We have the choice. Normally, we talk more about freedom and fundamental rights. And we have the freedom to do well, excel in our line of functioning, or not to do so. Resign to your fate and no need to do the best that you can. This is the general perception. I have the freedom. I can do excellently well I need not have to do that well. As long as I'm all right with my performance, it is fine. That's not fine. It is not fine to be like this. The reason is you have the duty to excel. You have the duty to perform to your optimum level. What is that duty? Fundamental duty, not normal duty. You have the fundamental duty to achieve excellence in the sphere of activity you are involved in. If you are participating in the Moot competition today, it is your fundamental duty to excel. Perform to your optimum. Turn out the excellent work. Whether you get the first prize, second prize is immaterial. Perform to your fullest potential. How do you do that? With your dedication, with your focus, with your industriousness, with integrity. When you perform with integrity, your actions are bound to be acclaimed as excellent. Article 51 capital A deals with fundamental duties. And we have so many fundamental duties. Honoring respecting our national flag, national anthem, and abjuring from violence, respecting women, all these fundamental rights, protecting lakes, environment. One of the most important fundamental right is every citizen is duty bound. It is the fundamental duty of every citizen of this country to constantly strive to achieve excellence in the sphere of activity he is engaged in. Because, reason also is mentioned there, because individual excellence leads to collective excellence, and collective excellence takes the nation to the great heights. So if you are individually not excellent in your performance, how can you say that the student community of this institution is excellent? How can you say that JSS Law College is number 3, number 4, number 15? How do you say that in the country? Because of the collective excellence. And the collective excellence is on account of individual excellence of not only the students, but the teachers, the management, all put together. You achieve excellence. And this excellence of all law colleges in the state, in the nation, produces excellent lawyers. And the excellent lawyers make excellent judges. And the excellent judges and lawyers combination creates an excellent legal system. Beautiful judgments, wonderful precedents, and the nation will be acclaimed for a beautiful, wonderful judicial system. And today the Indian courts, the Supreme Court of India, is cited with approval. The judgments of the Supreme Court of India are cited with approval. They are followed in Western countries. We used to follow the House of Lords judgments. We used to say this judgment of Privy Council, we used to follow. Though after the initial period, it was no longer binding. But the reason was those judgments used to lay down law almost to the point of perfection. So therefore, if you want to establish a legal system like that, each one of us have to contribute. You want to have a corruption-free society. That's what Lokayukta is trying to fight for and establish as an institution. Every one of us, each one of us who are the conscientious citizens here, we have to work for establishing an order which is free from corruption, nepotism, favoritism, maladministration. You name any institution, it is the bundle of so many such ills. And you have to clear it up, then not just the Lokayukta or employees of Lokayukta or officials of Lokayukta are enough. What is required is each citizen has to take up the cost. Why should I pay? Why should there be a demand? Come to us, complain to us. We look into your complaints. If your grievances are not redressed, you file petitions before us. We will get your work done. Not only get the work done, but punish, ensure that the defaulters are punished. Of course, by following the process of law, which may require time, which may take time, but it will create a kind of a transparent society where everybody, if 10 complaints are filed 10 genuine complaints are filed in one city with regard to 10 service providers, be it a revenue department, be it a sub-registrar's, be it a rural development department or a government hospital, we do not limit our examination to that one case. We will go to the root of the matter, how things are happening in this institution, who is the cause for it. So we will monitor it and ensure that the problem is minimized and the corruption is, there is a break put to it. That's one. We are not exercising vigilance. Unfortunately, as citizens, we are not exercising vigilance. What do we mean by exercising vigilance? Vigilance on our thoughts, vigilance on our actions. And the results are, why do we need to be vigilant? We need to be vigilant because whenever we are vigilant, margin of errors are very less. And there is scope for achieving excellence. There is scope for doing well in whatever we are doing. As students, if we are vigilant, our studies, our exercise, our character building, our integrity, mixing up all the progress, our growth in all areas, isn't it? The students, today you are students, tomorrow you will be a lawyer, thereafter you will be a judge. If you have not acquired the qualities and characters required of a good, conscientious human being, then what is the use of being a very good lawyer? Good lawyer doesn't mean only a lawyer who makes money. We know the best of the lawyers. When I was a judge, actually, when I was a lawyer, I used to argue before the honorable judges. And in one instance, the opponent lawyer said, Mr. Patil is making a wrong statement, a false statement. He did not say wrong statement. He said, I'm making a false statement. I was furious. And before I could retort, the honorable judge said, as far as I know, Mr. Patil will not make a false statement before the court. He took real exception to the statement. He got very wild and angry, and he asked him, show me where he has made that statement. He was referring to my statement of objections and stating that he has made a wrong, false statement. Then the judge asked me, is it so, Mr. Patil? Have you made such a statement? No, not at all, my lord. I took out that particular paragraph and I read. It was exactly opposite to what he was trying to say. And the judge said, that is why I told you, we respect lawyers who do not make such statements. And I know Patil will not make such statement. The lawyer should be acclaimed like that. You should be known for that. In making statement of facts, honest, forthright, whether you are winning a case or not, it is different. You are not misleading the court. You are not telling falsehood. So how does it come from? It comes from building your character over a period of time. Truth, being straightforward, is being in integrity. It is a very fundamental quality of a good citizen. That has to be imbibed first. And then your legal equipment, your knowledge, your study, your articulation. You need to present the cases. You need to lectureize your arguments. Don't come unprepared to the court at all. Those of you who want to join profession, you need to have the book in your hand. You need to have the citations in your hand. You need to lectureize your arguments. And you need to contemplate what the judge may ask and what the other side may say, and how to deal with the other side's arguments. Today, many of you did very well, although it was a very complex problem. And the kind of performance you exhibited, really remarkable. So therefore, I should acknowledge all the participants for it and your efforts. But then, in addition to that, there is always scope to reach the top. You can always aim for it. And the best way to introspect and correct ourselves is, what are my plus points? What are my best points? List them. Your abilities, your potentialities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Go through the list, add to the list. And if they are your genuine plus points, celebrate it. Keep it in your mind that you are known for this. You can do. Some people are very hardworking. Some people are really forthright. Some people are very expressive. And some people are not. So, what are the positives? List them. Celebrate them. Then what are the negatives? Not so-called positives. Some people are passive. Some people are silent. So some people do not take initiative. So if they are the negatives, don't glorify them. Always don't glorify the negatives, because they start breeding diffidence in you. One should not be diffident. You should be always, in your self-esteem, you should be high. You should not lower your self-esteem. So therefore, you correctly describe your negatives without exaggerating them, without glorifying them. Then address each one of them. Why I am not very positive in this? Why I am not very expressive? Why I do not combine proactive approach with a reflective mind? So that is the way one can excel in our building our potential, our abilities, so that you can become a complete personality who can perform to the optimum, face any situation, any challenges that may come in life, in personal life, in professional life, in whatever way. So what I would suggest you to think over is, celebrate the positives, list out the negatives, work on the negatives, get rid of the negatives, and perform to the best you can. And you are going to be a very successful citizen, a successful lawyer, or a successful judge. And the Shrestha Bharat can be constituted, established like that, not otherwise. I must thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to me to share my thoughts with you. It was very exciting to participate in this function. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your surprising revelations from the past, valuable advice to the budding advocates, especially exercising vigilance over your thoughts and actions, keeping up your self-esteem at all times, at all points of time, to face any challenges in life, to excel and succeed, and finally, the mantra that he has given all of us for a Shrestha Bharat. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. C.J. Betsurmat, sir, Executive Secretary, JSS Mahavidyapitha, Mysuru, to deliver his presidential address.
At the outset, I offer my humble pranams to the lotus feet of
His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji and also convey his blessings. Distinguished Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Sri B.S. Patil Sir, Honorable Lokayukta, State of Karnataka, Sri Shivdas, Senior Advocate Bangalore, Sri Preetham Surana, Partner and Head Academic Initiatives SSI Chennai, Professor K.S. Suresh, Srimati Gauramma, Presiding Officer, DIT, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, Dr. Nataraj, all dignitaries, invitees, staff members, students, Mooters, Mooties, and media friends. Good evening, everyone. It is a great pleasure for me to participate in the valedictory function of the 21st Surana and Surana National Corporate Moot Competition 2024. My sincere appreciation and congratulations to the entire team of JSS Law College, Mysore, and Surana International Attorneys, Chennai, for jointly conducting this competition in Mysore in one of our prestigious institutions, that is JSS Law College, Mysore, for the benefit of the law students. I'm extremely happy to know that this year also the nation's top 22 law colleges across the country, including 9 national law schools and 13 premier law schools, have participated in this competition and judged by the experts on international taxation, chartered accountants, company secretaries, judicial officers, and advocates, and also honorable justice. The legal profession is one of the most ancient, most noble, unique, and honorable professions. It is considered a learned profession because a legal practitioner is required to be familiar with all branches of human knowledge, as he is required to deal with every topic under the sun. The practice of this profession requires constant study and learning throughout one's career. Just now, we have heard Honorable Justice mentioning about how an advocate should be. An advocate owes a duty to the court, duty to the client, duty to the opponent, and duty to the colleagues. The advocates at all times maintain the honor and dignity of their profession as essential agents of the administration of justice. An advocate should conduct himself with dignity, courage, integrity, honesty, ethics, and self-respect. The dignity which an advocate commands from his client depends upon the dignity and respect which he shows to the court. To be a good lawyer, a law student must develop himself or herself both theoretically and practically. And as rightly said by Honorable Justice Sir, the clinical legal education has an important role in transforming a law student to a good advocate. And in this transformation, moot courts play a vital role. A moot court competition is an extracurricular activity which stimulates a court hearing in which participants analyze a problem, research the relevant law, prepare written submissions, and present oral arguments. Moot problems are typically set in the areas of law that are unsettled or that have been subject to relevant recent developments. Most students find mooting to be intellectually rewarding and highly employable. It can be nerve-wracking and frustrating, but it is a lot of fun. The primary objective is to make this competition one of the best moot event competitions in terms of participation, quality, and theme, and I'm sure that has already been achieved. I don't want to take more time, and I don't want to test your patience also, because you're all eagerly waiting for the results to be announced. So I congratulate all the winners and all the participants and wish everyone a bright future in the legal profession. And I once again thank Surana and Surana for organizing this competition with our JSS Law College. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Nextly, I request Preetham sir to give away the participation certificates to all the teams. I'll call on the name of the college. I want all the three of you in the team to come together and receive your certificates from sir. CL01, Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur. Sir. CL02, Government Law College, Ernakulam. He wants one picture. CL03, Gujarat National Law University. You must walk fast. CL04, KLE Bengaluru. A big round of applause. This team isn't here. This team isn't here. KLE isn't here. KLE isn't here. The next team, CL05, National Law University, Odisha. Sir, the Bangalore team is not here. CL06, National Law Institute, University, Bhopal. CL07, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. CL08, Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad. They're not there. CL09, National Law University, Jodhpur. CL10, Government Law College, Mumbai. CL11, Lloyd Law College, Greater Noida. CL12, Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies, Alua. CL13, Symbiosis Law School, Pune. CL14, School of Excellence in Law, Chennai. CL15, National Forensic Science University, Gandhinagar. CL16, Tamil Nadu National Law University, Tiruchirappalli. CL17, Maharashtra National Law University, Aurangabad. CL18, Nirma University, Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. CL18. RT Milla, sir. RT, CL. ಇಲ್ಲ 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 ಔರಂಗಾಬಾದ್. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. And now the much awaited and the main segment of the day's event, announcement of results and distribution of prizes. I invite Shri Preetham Surana, sir, partner and head, Academic Initiatives Chennai, to take over from me.
My compliments and greetings to Honorable Justice B.S. Patil, our lordships, other lordships for the finals this afternoon, Shri G. Shivdas, sir, the senior advocate, and Srimati S.V. Gauramma, presiding officer, DRT, Dr. C.G. Betsurmat, executive secretary, JSS MPV, Professor Suresh, Dr. Nataraju, and Karthik Ranganathan in absentia, who has given us such a wonderful moot proposition, and to dignitaries of the dais, student members, staff, esteemed faculty members of JSS, participating students, and the moot court committee members, conveners. I would like to thank you all for giving us a wonderful competitions, without which it would not have been possible. And I will go on to announcing the results. I would request Dr. C.G. Betsurmat, Executive Secretary, JSS MPV, to do the honors and give away a few of the prizes. So may I request you to please come forward on the dais. The first announcement for this evening is the fourth best memorial. The fourth best memorial is shared by two teams. One is CL18, Institute of Law, Nirma University, consisting of Aditya Shukla, Akriti Mishra, and Kushi Chavda. And the other team, following closely, is CL10, the Government Law College, Mumbai, consisting of Niharika Gupta, Vedant Upadhyay, and Yash Bhandari. They share the fourth best memorial. They also happen to be the teams who are the finalists in the competition. The team before you is from the Institute of Law, Nirma University. So as far as memorials are concerned, they were equally placed. Please come forward. The next is the third best memorial. Thank you. Please come this way. Third best memorial goes to Bavitra, Abhiniti, and Akil Sari of the School of Excellence in Law, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai, with team code CL14. CL14. Team placed fourth. A round of applause for them. Team placed fourth goes to CL7 from the Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. They are Ayushman Singh, Sukul Tikku, and Shantanu Maske. I hope I have pronounced your name rightly, else kindly excuse me for any error. A round of applause for them. Thank you. So thank you, sir, for giving away the honors, doing the honors. I would now request Senior Advocate Sri G. Shivdas, sir, to please come forward and give away a few of the prizes. The team placed third goes to Leela Krishna Reddy, Simran Kaur, and Vrinda Gupta from National Law University, Jodhpur, CL9. This is the team CL9. A round of applause for them as well. They did pretty well. Now moving on to the individual category, which is the best student advocate category, which is based only on the preliminary round scores. That is the fourth best student advocate goes to Simran Kaur of National Law University, Jodhpur, CL9. The third best student advocate. A round of applause for Simran. The third best student advocate goes to Naini Gupta of Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad, with team code CL8. It seems Naini is not here. So we will now move to the second best student advocate, which goes to CL9 Leela Krishna Reddy of National Law University, Jodhpur. He gets a cash prize of rupees 5,000. Congratulations to you. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. I would now request Srimati S.V. Gauramma, ma'am, presiding officer, to give away a few of the prizes. The best student advocate goes to CL18 Aditya Shukla from Institute of Law, Nirma University. He gets a cash prize of rupees 10,000. The second best memorial coming back. We have the second best memorial and best memorial left. So the second best memorial goes to team code CL5 from the National Law University of Odisha, Navya Basi, Parinita Veer, and Tane Dubey. They get a cash prize of rupees 5,000. We now move on to the best memorial, which again is being shared by two teams. I think the teams here have really put the judges to really ponder what they should do. And I think they've ended up giving six of them, giving recognition to six of the teams out of the 4 positions. And the best memorial is shared, and this goes to CL5, National Law University, Odisha, and the Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur, which is CL1. So I call upon Navya Basi, Parinita Veer, Tane Dubey from Odisha, National Law University, Odisha to come forward, followed by Bhumi Dadalwar and Harshit Jain and Ria. The cash prize, unfortunately, will be shared and is split up as 5,000 each. Sorry, why? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's a mistake I have made in my reading. Please, yeah, I have to correct myself. My apologies. This National Law University of Odisha gets the second best memorial. Okay. I'm sorry about that wrong announcement. Please excuse me, with a cash prize of rupees 5,000. You're from Odisha? Nagpur. Okay. They're eligible. No, Nagpur, they get the best memorial. They share it with another team, which I will announce. Has Odisha come and taken? No. No, okay. I'm sorry for this mess up. Thank you for correcting me, Johnson, sir. So let them take. The best memorial is shared by 2 teams. You have the team here from the Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur, correct? Yeah, consisting of Bhumi Dadalwar, Harshit Jain, and Ria. A big round of applause with a cash prize of rupees 5,000. I'll keep the other best memorial for a moment. Can I have the team, the second best memorial, National Law University, Odisha, please come forward. You get the second best memorial. You also have a cash prize of rupees 5,000. Please come forward and take your. They've taken? Okay, sorry. The best memorial, the other team is shared is Lloyd Law College from Greater Noida, team CL11, Sanskriti Rawat, Akarsh Avasti, and Adarsh Raj. Best memorial with a cash prize of rupees 5,000. My profound apologies to all, because this 10,000 is being divided into 5,000, and that made me confused. I think I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. And now for the big prizes, which I think all of us have been waiting for. I would request Honorable Justice Mr. B.S. Patil to give away the prizes. Doing the honors for the winning team goes to CL18, Institute of Law, Nirma University, Aditya Shukla, Akriti Mishra, and Khushi Chawda, the petitioners.
The winners also get a cash prize of rupees 30,000.
The runner-up team, please come forward. Government Law College, Mumbai, CL10, Niharika Gupta, Vedant Upadhyay, and Yash Bhandari. They take home a cash prize of rupees 15,000. I will also announce the best speaker of finals here. Since you're all on stage, both the teams are on stage. The best speaker of finals is Akriti Mishra from the Institute of Law, Nirma University, CL18. Please come forward and get your plaque. Once we finish this, I have another announcement to make. We'll just take with the winners and the runners.